A lot of you're back into the school swing of things. You've got your own kids maybe, or you're a student and you're diving back in. The boys start in third and fourth grade, and they're starting at a school, though, that hasn't quite figured out the pickup and drop-off situation. And so we have to wait in a tremendous line where I physically age while we're waiting to, the first day we went to the school to drop off our children, that's all we want to do is drop off our children. You wouldn't think it would take forever. The line started in Yuma, and it weaved through Phoenix. It came all the way up. That day we dropped off third and fourth graders. By the time that we got through the line, picking them up, they had graduated from high school already. It takes a long time to get your children. And now they're getting it better. It's working out. But we're at a point now where I'm a little panicky. We want to get there on time and not miss that window to get them, or we'll be stuck there till we're dead. And so the other day I made it home in time to go with Anna to go pick up the boys from school. And so she drives a minivan, and I decided to drive, which, by the way, a little bit of your soul dies when you drive a minivan. Can I get a witness? Amen. Yeah, see? Right on. And so part of it was I'm in the minivan. I'm not used to driving the minivan. Part of it was my mind was just a million other places. Long story short, I pulled out onto a main road from a side road and totally cut this woman off. I mean, I wasn't, sometimes you do it intentionally, and I do too, but this wasn't one of them. This honestly was one of those where I'm zoned out, and the minivan, it's going to absorb any impact anyway. It's like a giant marshmallow. And so, but I didn't even see. I pull out, and as soon as I pull out, Anna goes, "Ronnie, what are you doing?" And I go, "What?" And I look, and my rear view mirror is just filled with car. That's all I can see. Some poor lady, she's had to get all on the brakes. I mean, misses us by what had to be inches. And I felt horrible. I mean, it's one of those things where you do it and you know it, but when you're not thinking and you're not looking, and then it was an honest to goodness mistake, and you pulled out and oh my goodness. And so I felt bad. What made me feel worse, though, is, of course, she's going the same place we are. So she follows us in. Now I can't get away from her. And we pull in, and I'm increasingly feeling bad, but then the line splits, and we take off around different places. Long story short, we end up, I don't see her. And we left, and I'm still like, I feel gross inside. And we stopped at Fry's grocery store on the way home just to pick up a couple of things. And we get in the family walking into the grocery store. They're just about in, and I look over my shoulder, and I just happened to, and I see this woman driving in to the Fry's parking lot. And I knew I had to do something. I had to go say sorry. And so I said, "I'll catch up with you guys. I got something I got to go do." And so I watched for her, and I looked at her park, and she got out, and she had a couple little kids taking them in to get frozen yogurt. And now this big, scary, bald guy comes, "Hey, miss, ma'am, I'm sorry." And she looks over, and her eyes get real big. And so I kind of kept my distance because I didn't want her to think like Sasquatch is attacked, whatever. So I said, "Okay, I had to come say sorry. I was the guy that totally cut you off and almost killed you right before we got, and it totally my bad. I am so sorry about that." And she was so gracious. She was so kind. She goes, "Oh, it's okay. I was just glad that I could even bring the car to a stop in time." And I said, "Yeah, I'm so thankful that you did." And she said, I couldn't get mad at you anyway. You're my pastor."